join the conversation wherever you like to you are. So wherever you are across the world, you can link up with us on our Facebook, Splash FM 105.5. If you are not a fan, okay, so what you need to do is just go to the icon like, click the icon like, and you are part of this conversation. If you also go to our website, www.splashfm1055.com, so you see the icon listen live. Just click the icon listen live and you're on. You're on with us. Even on YouTube, it's Splash FM Ibadan. And then let's get the conversations going. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Those are the numbers if you'd like to be a part of this conversation. All right, so told you that you could be part of it on Facebook. I'm waiting. Let's talk. All right, so let's talk and let's engage indeed. And don't forget that it's a question of engaging for the whole essence of making things better for ourselves and our nation. And so while you're at it, there's this one. So, okay, a caller here beckons. Let's attend to this caller. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Comrade Sado from UI.
Comrade Sado, let's talk very quickly, sir.
On Amateko, it is becoming as if it is spirit that will appear somewhere and they will deny that they are not the one. When it was before, we were very happy. I'm still an Amateko because I'm not active because of the people. So I think the governor should speed them up so that all these accusations should be clear. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Sado Imodagbe. They are calling from University of Ibadan. Would you like to be a part of this? Let's talk. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 0706 949 3000. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
Yeah, I'm Ajibola.
Ajibola?
Yes.
All right, let's talk, Ajibola.
Yeah, I just want to play kind of advocate here, please. On Amotekun, I'm having a year. Their actions, if true, actually, their actions are condemnable. Actually, if the allegations are true, the one at Okeado like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, on that point, they denied that they were not there. This again, at Sokola, they denied. But my own concern now is the opposition, one of the opposition parties, let me put it like that, actually said this at the time that, let me say it here, that they have 3 faculties against the government. I hope this is not one of the faculties that they mentioned. Because the way the Amateur commandant talked this morning, I think he actually granted an interview yesterday, and he still said none of his boys, none of them was actually there. And though the people in the community quoted 012, they said the patrol vehicle that came was 012, which I actually want the commander to also, the commandant to investigate, because they actually mentioned the plate number, I don't know if they call it plate number, or the number on the patrol van.
Yeah.
They mentioned that 012.
Okay.
So for them to have mentioned a particular number, that means they actually know what they are saying. I mean, the people in the community.
Okay.
But the commandant also said emphatically that he can actually say that he is not there to defend anybody. He's not there to defend any erring officer. So they are just playing us. I don't know, maybe the community is also trying to play a fast game on Amateur. Amateur is also trying to play a fast game. So I think it should still be investigated further. But if it's not investigated further, we might still have issues like this again. So the earlier the better. So that's my own fear.
Thank you very much.
The earlier the better. The governor should just step into it and let it stop once and for all.
Right.
And they said they only operate at night now.
Okay.
I'm said they only operate at night.
Okay.
So I don't. Is it that security issues happens only at night?
Okay.
Because I heard him when he said that.
So I'm not sure whether I've heard that information, but you
No, he said that I had this morning. I had the first interview.
Thank you very much, Ajibola.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for calling. All right, so still Talking Points on Splash FM. A commercial break, and I'll be back in a moment. Please don't go away.
Splash FM 105.5.
Yes, favors, please.
Whether you're turning up with your girls
or hanging out with your guys.
Maybe you're chilling on the couch with your favorite movie.
Or just having a regular dinner.
Whatever, whenever, or wherever it is, enjoy every moment with the distinct taste of Feiruz, the premium soft drink for every occasion.
Tolu, báwo ni ìrìnàjò ẹ̀? Ilẹ̀ Haúsá dùn. Ó jẹ oúnjẹ kan tó ń pè ní dambu ìṣèkáfá níbẹ̀. Ọ̀rẹ́, adùn àti tasọ́sán ẹ̀ lárinrin.
Oúnjẹ ti délẹ̀ o.
Láìdé, oúnjẹ yẹn náà ló sè é. Ó tún dùn jù yẹn lọ. Báwo ló ṣe sè é? Ìsebẹ̀ ọ̀ngà. Òun ni ìsebẹ̀ tó nílò fádùn àti tasọ́sán tó lélẹ̀. Dùn àwọn tó fẹ́ràn nínú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ aládùn nínú ilé rẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Are you in need of a nice and comfortable, fully furnished hostel accommodation in the University of Ibadan, a place for seminars and executive trainings? Look no further. Adebayo Akonde Hall is the go-to place for your lodging needs with a home away from home feel. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. For inquiries and reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call 080-5699-8718 or 080-5699-8719 or 080-5699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Babe, that girl must be using something.
Hey, Berry, what kind of something?
You to see how she's always smiling, displaying her 32.
You're cuckoo right. I know her secrets. I know what she's using. She uses it twice a day.
Tell me her secrets.
I'll give you a hint. ABZ.
ABZ?
Yes, ABZ is the secret. Close-Up contains antibacterial zinc, ABZ, which gives you 3 times more freshness and 3 times more protection. Better than your regular toothpaste. Now you know the ABZ secret.
The new Close-Up is her secret. Everybody must hear.
You can't keep a secret.
New Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Triple the freshness, triple the protection.
Them see your ginger, now pepper them style. Show them say you sabi your legwork moves.
Beba there.
Give them as it is hot with extra spice.
Oh shit.
Yes, with the confirmed taste of bold ginger. Show them your ginger.
Bold ginger. Now the confirmed soft drink. We get spicy taste that keeps you refreshed. Bold soft drink also there for orange, tropical, and bitter lemon flavor for all your jolliment. Bold ginger. Show your ginger.
See, used to tell me after dinner time story how they used to chop life at yo and bad parties. Chicken curry sauce, my mom is the boss. You can never have enough of party to love. But these days, all we see is just concoction. Like we got smacked in the head, concussion. No more daily treats, no more Sunday best. Is this what you eat? My God, why settle for less? It's night time, everybody gotta live it up. Maggie chickens in the kitchen, everybody season up. Mouth water, then lips smacking, finger licking. Didn't I tell you every meal tastes like chicken? Spice up every meal, don't let them taste the same. Cause Maggie chicken is making chicken great again. Just know one thing, just know I really, really love it when you cook with Maggie chicken. Maggie chicken now comes in powder.
With Maggie, cook the difference.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, you're still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. 08091551055, 08056998678, and 07069493000. Those are the numbers in case you'd like to join the conversation. I told you that you could also join us on Facebook. Just go to Splash FM 105.5 and on Facebook, and then you're on. Okay, so let's do the business. All right. So I was talking about some items in the news. I also told you that I should be having conversation around gender-based violence and focus on Nigeria essentially. 30% of women and girls are facing one form or the other. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello. Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points.
My name is SB Bodrum from Apete.
Yes, sir.
I know it's only God that knows who is speaking the truth. But one question remains unanswered, and that is that it happened in Okeado, it happened at Oji, it happened at Mokola. Can we say all these people are lying against the Amoteku? Most especially when we are not living in the country of the blind. Everybody will be saying the same thing about the same person. Is that possible? Or can we say that people are conspiring against Amoteku? Or what exactly is wrong? Definitely it requires investigation. Serious investigation.
Okay.
Serious investigation.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I said, thank you very much. So it requires serious investigation. Yes, you would like to go ahead?
Yeah. Number two, we are borrowing money to finance budget. And at the end of the day, you hear that the budget was 30% implemented. Where does the remaining 20% go? You can answer me. Help me. Where the... Hello, Mike.
I'm here. I was...
When we... Do we turn the money to where it came from, or who got the remaining 20%? Thank you. Answer.
Okay, so yes. The way I like to answer your question is this: you see, when they say a budget is essentially a proposal. It does not mean that you will do everything 100%. It does not also mean that a budget cannot fail in terms of implementation. So that's why you hear 50%, 45%, 70%, and the rest of it. So in essence, it means that maybe if a budget is not implemented in total, it means that the cash to back up elements in the budget were not available or were insufficient. So that's why you also see, if you've noticed, that there are some items in budgets that come, that are repeated in the following year, repeated and all that. It tells you that, okay, if it was in the budget, for instance, for 2020, and you find it in the budget for 2021, there will be elements that are unfinished. So, for instance, you may just see that the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, if it is in the budget, maybe they executed the Lagos to the Ogire toll gate, and then there's no money. And so they put it again in the 2021 budget to say, okay, we are going to do this. And then they put an amount to it. So you see, that's how budgets run. Budget is not a rigid document. Basically, of course, it's law. But you see, it's not a document that, it's dependent on the flow of cash, essentially. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
You're welcome to Talking Points today.
Yeah, I'm Gideon. I'm calling from Mokola.
Yes,
now,
sir.
On the Amoteku and indigents of Oyo State.
Yes, sir.
Now, like the other caller said, everybody cannot be wrong. Now, what by surprise is, what came to my surprise is, the special advisor to the governor on security, I don't think he has said anything on this matter. Okay. And the appropriate authorities too, I don't think, except Amoteku PRO and maybe the commandant has, they just denied it, that they were not the one. Now, I'm expecting the state assembly members, the speakers, to have someone, maybe their leadership, maybe today, because we tend to leave things how do things with legacy in this part of the world. That because it's not a concern. About 3 people are reported shot in the last 2 weeks now about Amoteku, and nothing has been done to, someone the leadership of Amoteku. So whether IT or wrong this, yes.
I understand that. So the State House of Assembly should, step in here and probably summon those who are, the leaders or so of this group. I totally agree with you. I think that's also a way to go. Thank you very much, Jide, for calling. All right. Talk to me. 0809 155 1055, 0805 699 8678, and 07069 499 3000. Those are the numbers. If you'd like to join the conversation, let's talk. Okay. Another caller here beckons. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name?
Yeah, Michael from Challenge.
Michael from Challenge. Let's talk, Michael.
Yeah, concerning the Amotekun matter, personally to me, I just look at it as the negligence of some of the security personnel in that organization. Because for me, personally, I've witnessed it before. I've witnessed the brutality of some of the Amotekun before, where they use stones to actually injure the guy and beat him up for no reason. And the guy didn't do anything, was not at fault. Because I was there to the end at the beginning. So what at this now, I don't think it's just they need to reorientate those people. The people that have been given the position of them to protect us, they need to reorientate them. Because some of them are not even well educated. And they think they can protect us. So I don't think it's the fault of the government.
Michael, protecting people is not dependent on education. I hope you know that. It's about consciousness.
Exactly. But when you don't know, I'm not being sensitized enough about what you're going to do. You don't just do it anyhow. And then you don't really let them even the police force. Some of them will just go out their duty and perform anything they want. They can see they have the law back them up. And we shouldn't be so.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. All right. Okay. On Facebook, Kayode Bamori here writes, it's unfortunate that the poor died this way. However, getting food at that wee hours leaves much to be desired. We should live our lives decently and be mindful that insecurity is everywhere. Everything seems odd to me. Thank you very much, Kayode. Need you to write in the conventional longhand. When you write in cyber language, these short forms may be difficult for us to piece the words together on radio. Lanre Egbewumi on Facebook. Good afternoon, Michael. On Amotekun saga, I think police should step into the matter and reveal the truth. One of them said the boy is a thief, and today another one said Amotekun didn't know. Okay, well, the Afghanistan issue, I think the whole world needs to fight the terrorists. If not, they will soon attack many countries on their list. Thank you very much for that. You can be a part of the conversation. Hello, good afternoon. I need you to turn down the volume of your radio, okay? Might ask you. Hello.
It's done. It's done. It's
okay.
done.
Good.
Now, maybe you did not get my question right. Now, what I'm saying is this. There is money. You have borrowed the money. Why is it that the implementation does not agree with the money you borrowed most of the time? Huh? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bodun. I like your persistence, and you know that I cannot answer all your questions. I'm not an accountant. I'm not. The much that I know about budgeting, I just told you that. I know what you're talking about, but you see, it is what it is. We would need, the government and the government agencies to attend to that question. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, on gender-based violence. Hello, this is Adu Managbege. On gender-based violence. Hello.
Welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
Nigeria, we are facing violence in this recent time for long now, so that even the gender-based violence is also another issue. I think institutions are the one failing us, particularly the people managing those institutions. These institutions are working effectively, we apply the laws, and there's deterrence. I think this will go better. Finally, Amotekun has a philosophy, and Amotekun is trying to survey before taking action. So those people, they don't apply the principle of philosophy of the concept. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for that. So they need an understanding there. I agree with you as well. Okay, Ganiato Yemi on Facebook here. Afternoon, Michael. This insecurity of a thing is getting too much. I think the government has a lot to do. You need to see how my uncle's wife was molested by the Amotekun on the morning of our wedding. They almost shot her. Amotekun almost killed my uncle's wife on the morning of their wedding. Okay. All right, thank you very much for that. So let's just say thankfully they didn't. All right. Caller here beckons. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to Talking Points today. What's the name, please?
This is Oluwasami on the point.
Mr. Oluwasami from Ife. Let's talk, sir.
Now, on the Mokola Street, this is my home part of it. It is a thing of everyday law in Nigeria. Whenever an office is created, fully backed by the admiral, by the government, we people in that office, it is like, very stupid, like a kind of power drunkard. We are full of portable, arrogance, much of pride. Because of very little office. I was making an argument with some boys in our state, created by Aregbe to collect money on emission control this nonsense system.
Hello, Mr. Oluwasami. You see, you use nonsense and all that. I think you need to tone down that language, please.
Okay, apology.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, I told them, this is part of normal. So whenever an office is being created, very little office, just behave to guys. Now they want to take me to that office, to the office that they want to arrest me. I just because I was very sick that time. But I just sit down. But they did nothing to me. But it has become our norm, Nigeria. Whenever we are enforced, it is profit. We abuse that opportunity.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you very much. Abuse. Okay, so you know that all of us have to, mesh together in this matter of fighting abuse of power. You have power, you have mechanisms of complaint. You see, when you go to many, essentially federal government agencies, you see this logo, I think it's red, where you have inscribed on it Servicom. So it's just about service compact and all that. It's about you getting value, in government agencies. I'm not sure whether you have it, but I know that you have what you call Federal Competitions and Consumer Complaints Commission. You also have the National Human Rights Commission, where you can go to, lay your complaint. You understand? I know that much. So maybe we need to use those structures, if you like, more to make our nation better. So for me, essentially, it's about making things better. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
You're welcome to Talking Points today.
My name is Abedin. I'm calling you from Olu.
Yes, sir. Let's talk, sir.
Okay. Now, sir, let me start on this note. During the NSAS protest, I called you and I told you that the NSAS protest should be referred to as NSAS brutality in southern Nigeria, not in Nigeria entirely. Because there are two different police experiences in the north and in the south. That is one. So let's assume I am called to replace you on this seat, and I'm only trained for 3 weeks to do your job. Do you think I can be able to perform this like you? I believe by the time I've done the week, people begin to call and complain about my approach to the job. That is one of the major fundamentals that is affecting Amoteku.
And that's why we have learning on the job. That's why you have continuous training and retraining and all that. So they can always get better.
Yes, the issue we are having now is that if you look at the Mokola axis now, there in the last 1 week or a month, people have been calling to complain about consistent armed robbery cases in daylight. Do you understand it clearly? That's one of the major factors. Now,
okay.
The boy in question was shot around 2 a.m. I think that calls for concern for a boy that is 16 years old to be outside by time 2 a.m.
I agree with you. I hope you know that the details are still sketchy, so we cannot conclude on that.
No, that's what I heard in the radio station. I'm not 100% sure of what, but that is at 2 a.m. I think that's also a factor to consider. But even where I was some weeks ago in Abayo, I saw Amotebu collecting bribes from people. It's not something that happened behind.
Okay.
So these are issues that is already arising itself, like a typical Nigerian opportunity we have. We want to use it to our own benefit. I think the best thing is for them to push them to the extreme end of Ibadan. We don't need them within the capital city. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Okay, well. Okay, so thank you very much for being a part of the program, really. But a lot of factors. It's security is not about concentration in a particular place. It's essentially. Good afternoon. Welcome to Talking Points. What's the name?
How are you doing today? Ade is my name from Ibadan.
Mr. Ade, thank you. I'm very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Ade.
Please, for me, I think there are one or two questions that are really left unanswered. To me, do we value life in this part of the world? That's number one. Secondly, I think when this Amotekun issue, when they were being created, we were told that there was no approval for them to carry arms. Who now approved the one they were killing people with? That is secondly. Then, thirdly, why I ask the first question that if the life really worth it in this country, is it because those that have been killed now are people? Is it because they are people that are not even from a big man family or whatever, that people don't get silent? Fine. We can say that when it comes to the NSAS issue, yes, that the police were killing people. Now we said we want to establish Amotekun. But this is the same situation we are witnessing now. And the funniest thing now, the allegation against this Amotekun is not more, it has been more than 5 or 6 occasions in this Ibadan now. And number one thing is this: we accuse the president of not coming out, maybe when the Boko Haram are bombing people, killing people. Now, is it because the number has not risen that even the government has not even come out to even make a statement? And when the concept of this Amotekun went before it was inaugurated was that to face those who are in the bush killing our people. Why are they the ones killing people in the daytime in the state now?
All right, thank you.
No.
Thank you very much for calling. So, I am assuming that as a citizen of Nigeria and someone who lives in Oyo State, you are asking the governor to come out and talk. So, he has heard you now. I believe very strongly that he has. And particularly your first question about our attitude to life. I had an experience. My car was down a few days ago, so I was in a keke. And the guy was speeding, was on very high speed. And someone, crossed the road. And I was saying, Nisuru. And the guy said, I got padanu. And I was thinking, you are talking about the life of a human being like you are talking about chewing gum or biscuit. What exactly has happened to our humanity? What exactly is it? He said, I got padanu. And I was thinking, you are saying he's a human being. You are not even talking about cockroach. You are talking about a human being. And that's what you have everywhere. Even when you watch football, a lot of times I watch football a lot. I love football. So when you watch football and you are in a viewing center, people say, go bat here. I will be wondering. You see, in football, if you retaliate, you get a red card. But you see, we seem to have lost, that every thread of humanity to say, he's also a human being like me. What exactly has happened to us? Is that not a question that we should visit and revisit? All right, it's still Talking Points on Splash FM. Our commercial break and I'll be back.
Splash FM 105.5.
Yes, favors, please.
Whether you're turning up with your girls
or hanging out with your guys.
Maybe you're chilling on the couch with your favorite movie.
Or just having a regular dinner.
Whatever, whenever, or wherever it is, enjoy every moment with the distinct taste of Feiruz, the premium soft drink for every occasion.
Summertime is here. And guess what? The Techno Summer Sales is on. And everyone's a winner. Simply buy any Techno Pop Series or Spark 7, which comes with all the Google apps you love. And get scratch cards to win cash discounts of up to 10,000 Naira and lots of free gifts. Promo runs till 10 September 2021 in selected Techno stores. Visit and follow at Techno Mobile NG on Instagram and Facebook for more information. Offer valid while stocks last. Techno Summer Sales. A summer to remember.
Do you know
whether you have the right to quality broadcasting. The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that your complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Tell me after dinner time story how they used to chop life at the yo and bad parties. Chicken curry sauce, my mom is the boss. You can never have enough of party jollof. But these days all we see is just concoction. Like we got smacked in the head and got concussion. No more daily treats, no more Sunday best. Is this what you eat? My God, why settle for less? It's night time, everybody gotta live it up. Maggie chickens in the kitchen, everybody season up. Mouth water and lips smacking, finger licking. Didn't I tell you every meal tastes like chicken? Spice up every meal, don't let them taste the same. Cause Maggie chicken is making chicken great again. Just know one thing, just know I really, really love it when you cook with Maggie chicken. Maggie chicken now comes in powder.
With Maggie, cook the difference.
It's game night at the Bensons and everyone's having fun. Then, this.
Hey, son, what's the matter? You too? No way.
Don't let coughs and the common cold ruin your fun time. Tuxil range of uniquely formulated day and night syrups provides effective relief from cough and cold. Product may cause drowsiness. Tuxil, the job gets done when the cough is gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Ìsọjí orí afẹ́fẹ́ ti dé. Gbogbo wa ká máa kíra wa kú oríire. Bí Olúwa ti ń bẹ tí ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ wá. Ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni wòlíì Ọlọ́run Prophet Sam Ojo. Ọmọ lójú Jésù bàbá Sẹ́gẹ̀dógó. Tó fi máa wàásù gbàdúrà fún gbogbo ènìyàn láti túnde jáde. Mú wa wọnú ògo titun pẹ̀lú ìfàmì òróró yàn tún. Wòlíì Ọlọ́run aláyé. Prophet Sam Ojo. Ọmọ lójú Jésù bàbá Sẹ́gẹ̀dógó. Lórí ìkànnì yìí Splash 105.5 FM. Láàrin aago mẹ́wàá alẹ́ sí aago mẹ́wàá àbọ̀ alẹ́ lójoojúmọ́. Gbogbo ìgbòkègbodò rẹ látàárọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ yọrí sí rere. Èṣù ò gbọ́dọ̀ gba ire ọwọ́ rẹ dànù. Ó ṣe pàtàkì kó wà nínú ẹ̀mí. Láago mẹ́wàá alẹ́ pẹ̀lú wòlíì Ọlọ́run tí náà ẹ̀mí mímọ́ jó bulabula nínú ẹ̀. Prophet Sam Ojo ọmọ lójú Jésù. Ó di dandan kó o ní testimony. Tó o bá ti gbọ́ gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Jésù lolúwa.
wọ́n tún ti fún Messi elégensa náà ń bọ̀ lọ owó ṣe mu sí yún la.
ẹ̀yin tèmi báwo ni o àǹfààní láti jẹ $100 million má ti ṣí sílẹ̀ báyìí.
níbo jámẹ́sì.
ní Mozart bet ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀.
odidi $100 million. báwo mo ṣe lè jẹ́.
forúkọ sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Mozart bet lọ sórí ìkànnì www.mozartbet.ng ìyẹn www.mozzartbet.ng iye owó tó o bá fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìforúkọsílẹ̀ ni wọ́n á tún fún ẹ padà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ di mílíọ̀nìà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn o tún lè ta Mozart bet onífà ìlọ́po ẹgbẹ̀rún 1000% bonus.
èyí mà ga kẹ ó ti lọ wá jù ọ̀rẹ́ èmi náà fẹ́ ta o.
ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àǹfààní ló tún ṣì wà lórí ìkànnì www.mozartbet.ng ìyẹn www.mozzartbet.ng fi orúkọ sílẹ̀ lónìí kí wọn náà bọ́ ságbàmì náírà. Mozart bet ìlànà àti àdéhùn wà.
You can be the best performer.
Thank you.
In person.
With almost 100,000 Instagram followers and over 100,000 followers on Twitter. Wow. And more than 250,000 followers on Facebook.
Great.
Our followers are our greatest assets. Join our social media family for breaking news, daily information, and giveaways. On Instagram and Twitter Splash FM 1055. On Facebook at www.facebook.com/Splash FM 105.5.
From the top of the Fisher Building. This is
Detroit's number one hit music station.
Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station.
Splash FM 105.5.
All right, it's still talking points on Splash FM here in the city of Ibadan. M Spice is here on Zoom. Miriam, how are you doing? Let's talk.
Hi, Michael.
I'm good. Good. So let's talk.
Hi, Michael. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. I can see that the weather in Iceland is good for you. So tell me.
It's got my hair.
So tell me, give me an idea of what this conference is about. Of course, I've been talking about it, about gender-based violence indeed. So just give me the highlights of the conference, basically the background to this conference.
All right, so the Reykjavik Dialogue was put together by the government of Iceland, UNESCO, the GEST program. And of course, the goal is advocacy against violence against women. It's basically setting agenda to end violence against women, all types of gender-based violence by 2030. 2030 is the year that we want to see zero tolerance to all forms of gender-based violence against people living with disabilities, against the queers, against all forms, women, children. Once it has to do with gender, we want to see an end to it.
So when you consider the outcome of this, I was reading the stats just a few minutes ago. Over 30% of women and girls in Nigeria face one form or the other of gender-based violence. People also face violence from intimate spouses and the rest of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So give me an idea of maybe a work plan. What exactly was the outcome of this conference in terms of how to mitigate gender-based violence in Africa and particularly Nigeria?
Well, frameworks are being set in place, and of course, tools are being considered which can be replicated over countries world over. One of the suggestions that was made as a framework is that we want to see more female police officers prosecuting gender-related crimes because we might see a lot more sensitivity. And of course, the question of justice, the question of convictions really did come to the table. How many convictions do we have for gender-based crimes? If you look at a country like Nigeria, you look at the sex offenders list, how many convictions do we really have? So, the penal codes were brought into question. We're still using penal codes from pre-colonial era, which may not necessarily be productive for us right now. So, the question of justice for victims and survivors of gender-based violence came into question. Suggestions were made that if we can have more female police officers, if we can have more community development, also the syllabus in schools. The syllabus in schools need to also involve a lot of sex education and education towards your rights as a citizen, what and what is not allowed. We need to take it to the schools and start from the grassroots level. At this point, the conversation is too big to be saying, the children are too young to have this conversation with them. Another thing that was brought to the fore is the fact that people living with disabilities are rarely ever considered. But there are a lot of people living with disabilities who are survivors of gender-based violence. So we as a community need to be more sensitive. The community also needs to band together when it comes to crime. If there is a rape in a society, the community are the first hand, they're the first port of call to band together to see if they can find out who that perpetrator is. Also, the stigmas against the survivors need to reduce. We also need to consider how we're going to reintegrate survivors back into society safely. Because at a point, remember, the abused becomes an abuser if not properly reintegrated back into society.
That's one area that I was going to. I know that scientifically empirically it has been proven that people, or maybe boys or girls who have been abused before at some point in their lives, are also potential abusers, and so we need to mitigate whether they are first-time abusers or people who are repeatedly in this act. We need to find a way of mitigate. I know that I think it's in Ekiti State. They have this. I think it's a hall of fame, if you like, or hall of shame, where they name and shame, people, perpetrators of sexual and gender-based violence. Would that really be sufficient? Maybe it came up in one of your conversations at this conference. Would it be sufficient indeed?
Well, definitely it cannot be sufficient, but it's a collective effort. And remember that it starts somewhere. We all have to lend our voices. More education towards the subject needs to go out. Definitely, there needs to be a lot of education. We need influencers to also come out and lend their voices to this. We also need the government to, enact policies that will make it easy to be able to get convictions. The more convictions, the less the crime. When we start seeing more convictions for these crimes, then you would find that you have less and less of these crimes in society. But the African society, to some degree, seems to just, brush off gender-based crimes. So we need to really, really look at it from a judicial perspective. We need to address our penal codes. And we definitely, as a community, need to work harder.
All right. I'd like to say thanks to you. I know that we would have had a longer conversation. I'm hoping that we'll continue to have this conversation over time. So I will be waiting for more from you. Okay. So I told you a while ago that M Spice is in Iceland, and she also told us that they are in summer. See, good pictures on Instagram and all that. I see that you are enjoying it.
Summer here is like 11 degrees.
11 degrees.
When it's winter. Yeah, that's summer. It's so cold.
So that's my conversation there with Mariam Adeola Gbadibo, M Spice. That's what we call her. We will be talking more about this matter in the coming days. Thank you very much for sharing these thoughts with me. All right, so this conversation with M Spice. I'd like to say thanks to you for joining the conversation. And in a few minutes, Ibadan News Update and Game On will be on. My name is Michael Olatunbosun. I'd like you to enjoy the rest of the day. Please do not dump refuse in the waterways. Make sure you do everything within your power to make this nation better. Splash Rendezvous at 5 o'clock.